Hi there folks, welcome to Dunsi's Guitar World. Just a short video today, a comparison video, a blind test if you will, where you have to use your ears. So recently I came into possession of two Telecaster guitars. They were both second hand, they are both very different price points. In fact, one was 40 times more expensive than the other one. Now you did hear me correctly, one was 40 times more expensive than the other one. Now I will say before we even get into the video, I think anybody who buys a guitar that is, 10 times, 20 times, 30 times more expensive than another guitar, there is a lot of diminishing returns. Something that costs 10 times more than another guitar, I would argue is not 10 times better. The higher up you get, arguably the guitars are actually better quality, maybe better playing, better sounding, but that's very much an opinion for the person who buys a particular guitar. But I think generally speaking, as you go up, guitars tend to get, they're maybe 5% better in air quotes. But if you're buying one that's 10 times more, it's probably not 10 times better than the other one. If you're buying something that is 40 times more than the other one, then I don't think, I own both of these guitars and I can tell you that one is definitely better playing than the other one, but is it 40 times better playing? I don't think so, and I'm not even sure how I would measure how something is 40 times better. If you buy a motor vehicle and you're basing the test on speed, then you can say that one goes 40 times faster than the other one, although it would be going about the speed of light or the speed of sound anyway. So the two guitars, I'll get on with this. The two guitars that we're going to be looking at, well, we're not going to be looking at, we're going to be listening to. But the two guitars that we're going to be listening to, the first one is a vintage reissued. Now it's got V2 on the headstock. I'm not entirely sure the model number, but it's a used guitar from 2009. It's a nice guitar. I think this is the 5th or 6th vintage guitar that I have owned. I like the colour of it, it's good to say, I do like the colour. Now this is all stock apart from this custom made pickguard which the previous owner made. So all stock apart from that. I don't think that makes much difference to the sound, but maybe some people will say it does. I'm no expert on that. So this is guitar number one. Although I won't be saying it's guitar number one in the video, I'll be putting guitar A and B. I'm not sure, I'm not going to tell you which one is which. So this is the first of the two guitars that we're going to try. Is a vintage reissued V2 from 2009. The second guitar is from 2019. It is a Fender, tell by the name of the headstock. It is a Fender, fancy neck plate there. It is a Fender Masterbuilt 64 Telecaster. Now, needless to say, this is the more expensive of these two guitars. This is a very, very nice guitar. The vintage is a very, very nice guitar as well. Two completely different price points. Now, is there a difference in playing? I would say, I've played both of these. There's a difference in playing them, so I can say that. Is there a difference in sound? When I'm sitting here, plugged into my Kemper, playing these, I think one sounds better than the other. But I will say, if someone made a video like I'm doing here, and put both of these guitars and I wasn't able to tell which one was which one, I may not be able to, to identify which is the more expensive guitar just based on sound, because it's very much in the ear. Sometimes the sound of a guitar is just your preferred sound. It doesn't mean it's a more expensive guitar. It's just your preferred sound. I'm not Rob Chapman. I can't identify, things down to pickups and stuff like that. So that is today's video. I will simply be comparing the sounds of these two guitars. Now the Fender guitar does have a 4-position switch, but I won't be using that just to make it even, just to keep everything even. So that's it. I'll be doing different sounds, different gain, cleaning, stuff like that. It's not a particularly long video, and I'll just mark, guitar A, guitar B. And if you could leave a comment to tell me which one you thought sounded best. It's very much of it's a taste thing, I guess. Some people will like a sound of a pickup more than they like the sound of another pickup. That doesn't mean it's a more expensive pickup or a more expensive guitar. So is it about identifying which is more expensive? I don't know. I think it's more about which one do you prefer. and does one sound better to you? And then once I collate all the answers, assuming there's more than 2 or 3, we'll see if people picked what is the more expensive guitar as being the one which sounded better against the guitar which is a cheaper price point than the other one. So as ever folks, the good news is this is the last you'll see of me in this video. You'll just be seeing a couple of pictures and a guitar A and a guitar B, and then listen to the sounds. As ever, it's a privilege and a pleasure bringing you content on Dunsy's Guitar World. Cheers for now.